Arsenal's shocking move, Fabrizio Romano drops bombshell revelation on athletic club star. And Gary Neville's shock revelation sparks drama in Arsenal's title race. What's your secret prediction? Check out the main Arsenal news straight from the Emirates Stadium. So leave your like on the video and let's get to today's news. Fabrizio Romano claims Arsenal are extremely interested in athletic club striker Nico Williams. The Spanish international is regarded as one of the most exciting attackers in all of Europe, with Williams establishing himself as a key player for the Bilbao-based club over the years. The 21-year-old winger has bagged 5 goals and 10 assists in all competitions this season, with Williams attracting interest from the likes of Arsenal as a result. Bukayo Saka produced a stunning display for Arsenal against West Ham United on Sunday afternoon. And according to Romano, the Gunners have sent their scouts out to Basque Country numerous times this season to watch Williams, though Arsenal already face competition from the attacker in Chelsea. Romano said, Arsenal have also sent their scouts to follow Nico Williams of Athletic Club multiple times, and it's the same for Chelsea as they included him in the list last summer. The race is completely open, and nothing is advanced with either club so far. He'd be great in the Premier League in my opinion, a physical and technical player, very good one. Williams has shown this season he is as good creating goals as he is scoring them, with the 21-year-old attacking leading Athletics UEFA Champions League qualification push. And for Arsenal, the Spanish youngster could be an exceptional long-term signing in the attack given how versatile Williams is in the forward line. Capable of playing on both wings and in the central role, Williams ticks a lot of boxes for what Mikel Arteta will be looking for in an additional attacking signing this summer. And if Arsenal can strike an agreement with the £50M rated forward, the Gunners will have quite the weapon on their hands in Williams, who could thrive in the Premier League in North London. Absence of Tomiyasu and Gabriel Jesus. Takahiro Tomiyasu was expected to make his return to action for Arsenal, following his recent return from the Asian Cup. However, the Japan international didn't feature in the squad, with Arteta later revealing there was a slight issue. The manager told the press, via Football London, Tomiyasu had a niggle when he came with the national team. It was not the moment to risk him after how many minutes he's played. And the return date was also February 17th. Gabriel Jesus has struggled with a slight knock to his knee that saw a return against Nottingham Forest, but missing from the Liverpool and West Ham matches. The striker was claimed to have suffered from fluid in his knee, but it was expected to be a matter of days before a return. And the return date was also February 17th. Gunners blow. Arsenal are set to suffer a blow in their hopes of signing reported target Dusan Vlahovic. The Serbian striker has been strongly linked with a move to North London in recent months. However, Fishages now report that Juventus are keen to offer Vlahovic a new long-term deal. The 24-year-old, who has scored 12 league goals this season, is currently out of contract in 2026. Do you support Dusan Vlahovic as the Gunners' new number 9? Leave your opinion here in the comments. Arsenal winger Bukayo Saka played a starring role as the Gunners trashed West Ham United 6-0 at the London Stadium. In the first half, Saka became the first Arsenal player since 1978 to reach one milestone as he put Mikel Arteta's side 2-0 up from the penalty spot. After the break, the 22-year-old doubled his tally with a fierce shot into the bottom corner, after cutting inside a West Ham defender in trademark fashion before letting fire with his left foot. Things have not always been plain sailing for the Hale End Academy graduate before now this season. Saka has spoken out publicly about the challenge that he faces with being targeted by opposition defenders. Arsenal have also lodged a complaint to PGMOL about the lack of protection they feel he receives from referees. It was recently said, though, that Saka looked to be on the verge of getting back to his best form. Since then he has netted in statement wins against Liverpool and West Ham, and looks to have proved that prediction true. Bukayo Saka catches the eye for Arsenal v West Ham. Watching Saka against West Ham, journalist Jordan Campbell was certainly impressed. Before the attacker had even gotten on the scoresheet for the first time, the reporter noted on X that Saka was tearing them apart. Of course, Saka is not alone in deserving praise. To a man, Arsenal were excellent against the Hammers. The likes of Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice, and Leandro Trossard all also played key roles in ripping the Irons' defensive efforts to shreds. Saka, though, is still deserving of his place in the spotlight, and it should not be forgotten how young, in relative terms, he still is. It is extraordinary both how good and how consistent a player he already is. For the sake of Arsenal's title aspirations, it is vital that Saka is able to remain fit and in form for the rest of the season. It is hard to see how the Gunners could cope if he were to be sidelined for any significant period, not least because there is no natural backup for him in the current Arsenal squad, as another left-footed right-winger is currently lacking. As such, there is no one else who can truly replicate Saka's tactical function in this Arsenal side. Former Manchester United defender Gary Neville has now revealed his hopes for Arsenal this season. Arsenal reinforced their title credentials with a 6-0 demolition of West Ham United on Sunday afternoon. This was a record-breaking result for Arsenal, and Mikel Arteta will be delighted with the way that his side were so ruthless in the way they set about building on their landmark win against Liverpool in their previous outing. As things stand, the Gunners are right in the heat of the title race. They currently sit third in the Premier League table, level on points with reigning champions Manchester City, and only 2 behind Jurgen Klopp's league leaders. This triumph at the London Stadium also gave the Gunners a huge boost in terms of goal difference. In that regard, Arsenal are now also level with Manchester City, and sit just 1 strike behind the Reds. Given how tight the title race could prove to be, goal difference could yet have a decisive say in who is crowned champions come the end of the campaign. At the start of this season, Gary Neville tipped Arsenal to be champions. Since then, though, the Sky Sports pundit has flip-flopped on his position. As recently as mid-January, Neville appeared to have given up on the Gunners as genuine contenders, and even suggested that they might finish behind Tottenham Hotspur. After a wobble over the New Year period, though, Arsenal have now hit an impressive patch of form, stringing together consecutive Premier League wins against Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Liverpool, and West Ham. Now, Neville has revised his assessment of the title situation once again, and is very much now giving the North London outfit a chance. Speaking on the Gary Neville podcast, the ex-fullback said, "I had Arsenal as champions at the start of the season, not many did. I still think City at this moment in time look ominous. But Arsenal, I want Arsenal to do it. For obvious reasons I don't want Liverpool to win, as much as it would be a fairy tale for Jurgen Klopp and what that would mean for Liverpool and him. But I just think in terms of what Arsenal did last season, where they just crumbled at the end, I would like to see them this season." Arsenal did indeed lead the way at the top of the table for the majority of the campaign last season, before coming unstuck on the final stretch, and being pipped to the post by Manchester City. The Gunners need to learn plenty of lessons from last season. They need to ensure that they don't get ahead of themselves at any point, that they cope with the pressure and weight of expectation upon them, and keep cool heads at all times. The experience and pain of last season ought to stand them in good stead to make real progress this time around. Well, folks, those were today's news. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay informed about everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell so you won't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and see you in the next video.